This talk golf saved my life. I don't usually do this talking thing on camera. Usually it's just terrible videos of me taking shots with music playing over, so it's a little bit easier. But a few people started to ask me why the name came about or where it came about from, or, did it save your life and all that jazz. So let's talk about it. So July 2022, I was in a pretty dark place, to be honest. I built up a huge amount of debt, and partner found out, wasn't happy. Going through a separation process, had to sell the house. You do all the panicky things about having kids. We'll only see them at the weekends, all that jazz. So you get yourself in a bit of a rut and a pretty dark hole. And I decided I was going to end everything, take my life, and that'll be it done with. Planned it out, knew what I was going to do, knew when I was going to do it. Got to the evening, things unfolded. Trying to put kids to bed and things go on later and later and later, and ultimately circumstances happened that night which meant it didn't happen, which is a good thing, I suppose. Depends who you are and how you look at it. But you wake up the next morning with hindsight and clarity, and hindsight's probably the best way to describe it. Glad you didn't do that thing. So a couple of days go past and go home. We're on holiday at the time, and found my old golf clubs in my mum and dad's garage. They'd sat there for 13 or 14 years. And a little old Wilson set I got from American Golf or Sports Direct or one of those places. You guys know the types. And I thought I'd just go to the local driving range, see if I could still swing, see how I still swung it. And I don't know about everyone out there, but I'm a very busy-headed person. So the easiest way to describe it is, for those who have seen Scrubs, JD, he's in the monologue. It's like that constantly. It's not always good. It's very critical, sometimes anxiety-inducing, but it keeps me sharp and keeps me talking, and maybe it sort of helped in my career where I have to go out and meet people a lot and do that side of things. But when I got to the driving range, it stopped. It went silent, just complete for an hour and a half, just peace and quiet, and the allowance to focus on just what you're doing rather than thinking about everything else that's going on in life. So by the time I finished, you actually end up, I came out sort of realising I just had, a nice hour-long break from from the chaos. And I just wanted more of that. I craved that silence, that peace. And that's why I think it saved my life. I think the more I have that peace, that quiet, that maybe me time, that alone time, it lets your brain relax off everything else. It lets you reset, it lets you focus a little bit more, it lets you do a more regular life, a more balanced life, because you're not constantly in here. Yeah. So that's why I think it saved my life a little bit. Not fully, but it helps. So there are a million people out there who won't talk about this sort of stuff. I'm dreading this video. But if you don't think you can talk about it, everyone goes, oh, just talk. Just all of a sudden, just change, just do this, do that. And you just automatically assume, oh, that's fine, I'll just flick a switch and all of a sudden everything will be fine. I'll talk about it and everyone will accept it. And that's not how it works. We're all thinking, well, what if someone laughs at us? What if someone just ignores us? What if someone takes their mick or whatever? So do your deal, right? I'll put an email address up like here. Talk to me. Drop me a message. Send me an email. If you want it to be anonymous, fine. Send it anonymously or put anonymous in the title or whatever. If you want to have a chat, let's do 9 holes. Let's talk. I'll set up some questions. I'll send them to you ahead of time. We'll do 9 questions, 9 holes. Do that. Let's talk about things. If you want to just rant, again, just send an email. I'll listen. Don't know how many people are going to send emails. Might not be able to get time to talk to absolutely everyone, but at least you know someone's seen it, someone's read it, someone's heard it. So, yeah. Might not save your life. Maybe save mine. Although after the round I've just had, this, not good. Anyway, I'm waffling now because I'm feeling awkward. So I'll leave it at that. Reach out. If you can't find an email address or can't remember it, I'll put something in my link tree on all my social media pages. Yeah, drop me a DM, anything you want. Okay. Thanks.